From the Grammys to GSEP, founding drummer of Maroon 5 and Pepperdine grad school alum Ryan Dusick tells his story about becoming famous, losing it all, and finding recovery. A master of music, and the mind. Founding drummer of Maroon 5, Ryan Dusick, fell in love with music as a teenager.
And that was my total purpose, passion, escape, freedom, spiritual connection, everything.
Dusick founded the band with his friends Adam Levine, Jesse Carmichael, and Michael Madden in the halls of Brentwood High School in 1994. Starting with gigs at small venues to selling out stadiums, the four musically talented teenagers worked their way to the top.
And we did eventually get to the mountaintop, which was worldwide success and millions of albums sold. And
the band changed their name from Kara's Flowers to Maroon 5 in 2001, and their hit album, Songs About Jane, followed soon after. A record deal, world tour, and Grammy Awards. Everything an artist could dream of.
Really, my life looked like what most people would dream of, but I was breaking down.
Dusick became unable to play the drums after suffering major shoulder injuries and noticed the beginnings of an addiction.
It was overwhelming. And feeling so low and then externally putting on this mask of just like a rock star.
The physical and mental toll of touring ultimately led to him leaving the band in 2006.
It was the hardest time in my life. It was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. And
leaving the band and music altogether was a devastating loss.
I was grieving the loss, not just of that career, but the loss of my identity.
While getting clean, Dusick focused on improving his mental health and found new purpose in helping others.
So when I was done with all of my sort of rehab stuff, I started volunteering at a recovery center as a way to be of service because I had realized that that was a really meaningful thing for me.
Here, he found his passion for psychology. He applied to Pepperdine Graduate School of Education and Psychology and graduated in 2021. Dusick now works as a marriage and family therapist in Agoura Hills, and just last year, he released his memoir.
Realizing this is a passion for me, I have a story to tell, and now it has a happy ending. And I want to tell my story because I think it could help some people that could see themselves in my struggles.
What an amazing story about fame and mental health. You can purchase Ryan's memoir on Amazon, Target, and at Barnes & Noble. On this spooky Friday the 13th, Cinemalibu is hosting an outdoor movie screening of The Addams Family. The screening will take place at Bluffs Park, and the movie starts at sundown. Pre-movie activities, including giveaways, games, and food trucks, will start at the lawn at 5 p.m. Make sure to bring chairs and blankets.
Well, thank you for all that, Nora. That is an incredible story about Ryan.
Yeah.
And kind of surprising he's not a music teacher or studying to be that.
I know, he still does the drums, but he's a therapist, and he's a really great guy.
Yeah. I wonder if musical therapy is a part of that, too.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, interesting. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.